Okay, we're here today. We're here today to do a couple of things. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to recognize our commercial driver's license program. Yay! And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to try to break up in small groups and take a tour of the building so you can see what we've done so far, which is just enormous in my mind. And I hope it stimulates your imagination to figure out how you can interact with this great facility that's just going to be such a huge asset to downtown Framingham. So back to the CDL program. The only one I'm really going to recognize here is the Senator Karen Spilka, Representative Tom Sanacandro. Every person in here is so important to what we've been able to do here. I thank you all for being a part of this program. First person I want to call up is Richard Carter. Richard. One of the first graduates of the CDL program. So,
well, the program actually changed my life in so many different ways. I've met good relationships with a whole lot of people. It actually gave me an opportunity to provide for my family, and I have the knowledge for a lifetime. So I just want to thank you all.
All right. Second person we want to recognize is Frank Rivera, another graduate. With the Metro West Regional Transit Authority as well, and Frank also a full-time employee. You want to talk about how you get into this, Frank?
Sure, I'll try to be a little longer than Richard. My name is Frank Rivera, and I am now a professional bus operator. First of all, I want to thank my God for helping me still be here. And then there was the opportunity through SMOC by the MWRTA, that sponsored this program, and the Senator for having it, creating it, basically, I guess, right? I don't know. I was in a bad situation. Through SMOC, I was able to get housing. One day, housing coordinator came by and said, "Hey, listen, they have a CDL program." I thought I wouldn't qualify because for the past almost 20 years, I have atrophied left leg with nerve damage, because of nerve damage. So, I gave it a shot. Anyway, I went down to SMOC, spoke to Mr. Mark Moulton over there. He helped me get started with the process. I met Sarah White, Kevin Carter, and Drake there, Peony, and they were great. They were supportive all the way through. Sarah with, helped me get through the processes of the extra applications and stuff because of my leg. I had to go through skills performance evaluation, which is another extra certificate I have to get every, I think 2 years because of my leg. It happened and I passed, and but before even that, Rick and Kevin helped me tremendously learn how to be a commercial driver. Can't thank them enough. They have so much knowledge about the hints and, not tricks, but, ways to learn how to be a driver. I don't know, Sarah wouldn't let me give up, helped me with all the paperwork, and we went through the processes and stuff. I can't thank her enough. Like, when I got discouraged because of my leg, sometimes your self-esteem goes down, because of challenges. And I was able to get through it, and I'm now a full-time employee there, so I don't know what else to say. You can have a Q&A if you like. Thanks for recognizing all those people so I don't have to.
Sarah actually administers the program, and these are our instructors over here, Rick Paoni, Kevin Carter, Bruce Willens. This is just a wonderful program, but the thing of it is I'll just give you a little bit of genesis on how it started. About 3-ish years ago, when we were negotiating with SMOC to try to get this building to create a transit authority, Jerry Desilets and I started talking about, geez, wouldn't it be great if SMOC and the transit authority collaborated and tried to do some kind of a training thing, and how would we get it done? So Jerry actually wrote a draft piece of legislation, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take this to my good friend Senator Spilker and see if she's interested in helping us out on this. So we did, and you know, it bounced around the legislature for a little bit, but last year she was able to get $100,000 put into this particular program.
That's what you can do now.
Yeah. Couple more zeros,
I'll get to that. And I'm going to get to that. But the point is that you know, with $100,000 and some willingness to try to help other people, you know, the guys that are second in command, like Jerry and myself and some other people, you know, can talk to the big shots like the senator and Jim Cuddy and just say, look, you know, we'll load the gun, but you got to pull the trigger. And they did. And they helped us, and they made this thing happen. But the nice thing is that the statistics are coming out now that if you took the people who have CDL licenses, and which is a value of about $3,000. It would cost you $3,000 to get a CDL if you were to go out and get it on your own. That little ticket that is worth $3,000, we've already had 17 of those. So that makes, and we have another 49 people in the system that will, you know, more or less get them before the season's over. That's like $150,000 worth of product for a $100,000 investment. I mean, how much better does it get than that? But the point of it is that the people working together, it isn't like retail $3,000. It takes people like Sarah, who's kind to Richard, and it takes Kevin, who coddles students along. Just don't give up. Get this thing. This will change your life. And Richard and Frank are living models of how it can change your life. Going from minimum wage up to $15, $16 an hour. It can change your life. And it just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of encouragement. So, Senator, you've got the floor right now, but I just wanted to tell everybody that we put this event together, we started to put it together before she became the chair.
Honestly, I don't have a whole lot more to add. I think the stars of the day are Richard and Frank, and I applaud both of you, and I'd like everybody to give both of you another round of applause. For sticking with this and for going through the program. I'm sure there were doubts, but what a phenomenal opportunity, and you both were willing to seize it and stick with it and go through with it with some help, but we all need that help sometimes in our lives, so congratulations. I also want to thank Ed for having the vision, and Jerry Desilets. This is a partnership situation where all of us play a role. We're all pieces of the partnership puzzle. We couldn't do this without each other, all the other pieces. It fit together, and in this case, with this Metro West RTA and SMOC and my colleagues in the legislature and the training, the folks that are doing the training and helping, and the staff at the RTA, this is a tremendous puzzle. The pieces fit together wonderfully, and they are just a lot stronger. It's a great example of where the pieces are much greater, the sum is much greater than the pieces here as well. As Ed said, you know, we started this out with a great idea and a great vision, but having the folks take advantage of it, it's a wonderful way to turn workforce development into a human element and to make sure that people have the skills, the training, the jobs to support themselves and their families, and to have a quality of life, not just a minimum wage either, but to have a quality of life that we all want for ourselves, for our children, and for our families. And this is a fantastic example. It really is. Just hearing the stories, and now that's repeated, 55 times, and there will be more. There will be more as this goes on. It, again, is the strength of partnerships. It shows the demand for public transportation in this area and how that is growing as well. So there will be more jobs coming down the pike or down the road, 135, whatever, because the need is there and we need to keep supporting public transportation. It's a quality of life issue, it's a workforce issue, and it's something that we all need to work together and advocate for. And people need the necessary skills. People are willing to put the time in. We need to ensure that they have the training and the resources to get to where, like Frank and Richard are today. Again, I want to thank SMOC and Framingham State, the local veterans organizations, the Metro West social service agencies, all of them that are helping the Metro West RTA reach folks in our community that, like Frank and Richard, are looking for work, are being willing to put the time and energy in, and have these great opportunities. This is the connecting of people and the power of partnerships that we need to replicate across not only the Metro West, but across the state. I look forward to working with all of you in continuing this. I again applaud you. I thank you for your vision. I thank you for your efforts. This RTA, who would have thought it would have been a semi-social service agency? But it's public service, with public transit with a heart. So thank you all. Have a great day. Enjoy the tours. I'm looking forward to it.
So what we're going to do now, well, before we do it, I'd also like to recognize my good friend Dale Hamill, president of the Downtown Renaissance, Framingham Downtown Renaissance, and Bob Halpin's here, the town manager of Framingham. When we talk about collaboration and this particular facility, Holly Andrews is here too from the town. How can I say? Bob said it best. You're having a bad day. Find Holly and help her ride. So the point is, if you get a chance, I'd like everybody to just take a look at this thing here. What this is kind of what we're going to do. And there's two ends to that. One end is right here on Blandon Ave, and the other end is at the banana lot and where the garage is. And what we want to do is we want to connect them, all right? We want to connect downtown Framingham with the south side. And in addition to that, in addition to just what this beautiful facility is going to be, there was a group of veterans several months ago that we all sat down and we talked about, we need to do something for the 40th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War. And what better place than to have a monument right here on the south side as the Renaissance happens and this south side gets beautified, to come up with something that is going to be a monument that is going to be different from any monument you've ever seen, in that it's not going to be a gravestone. It's going to be something that's living. It's going to be a water feature. It's going to be something that we hope 1,000 people a day see, because they're coming into this facility, they're walking up the Framingham spur without tripping over hypodermic needles and nips, and walk into a beautiful downtown Framingham, which is, after MassDOT gets finished doing the road work up there, it's just gonna be a beautiful place. The Depot Diner is now open. Things are happening in Framingham. This is only a small part of it, but an integral part of it. So again, my good friend Danny Hartwell is out here, who's actually the clerk who works on this department, and Danny's gonna try to break you up into small groups if you'd like to take the tour and have somebody show you around the building. So again, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Thanks again.